Hello guys, hope you are well. Welcome to day 2 of the On Your Way to 30k Savings Challenge. I do apologise, it is a bit earlier than normal today because like I said yesterday, I do have an art class, which is why I need to be finished probably 10-15 minutes and I need to go, which is why it's a bit earlier today. So hope you all are well. To remind you, again, my name is Circa Coy and I'm the founder of Empowering Expat Teachers, and it's my mission to empower you to lead a personally, professionally and financially rewarding life. Please do like the video, do love, please feel free to share if you're watching from the page, and please feel free to share, and from the page you can tag your friends in the video who might find helpful. So if any expat teachers who you know are trying to save, doing their best to save, whether it be for house deposit, whether it be for further study, maybe it's to change career, maybe it's to do set up a business on the side, whatever it might be, please make sure that you either add them to the group if you're watching on the group, or tag them in the video in the comment section below. Okay, so as you know, it's my mission to empower you to lead a personally, professionally and financially rewarding life. And we're on to day 2. And before we begin day 2, I'm just going to open my PowerPoint, and I'm going to share. So this is what we're doing today, 10 ways to save even more. So in the last On Your Way to 30k challenge, we looked at, I think 5 ways to save more. And today we're going to look at 10 ways to save more. So I'm going to go do the countdown from 10 to 1. It should really be relevant to everybody, even if you're a potential expat teacher, it should definitely work for you, especially if you're a current expat teacher, whether it be in Asia, in Europe, in South America, in Middle East or the Gulf region. It should definitely apply to you as well. Can you please let me know if you're tuning in? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know where you are listening to me from. Just a quick recap of yesterday. We looked at the importance of, sussing the contract out, sussing your expat teaching contract out in terms of accommodation. Are you going to get a flat? Are you going to get shared accommodation? Are you going to get a rental allowance? We looked at the pros and cons of everything and how to determine if a rental allowance is good enough for you to be able to save. And if you do get a rental allowance, how can you make the most of it? How can you make it go further? How can you try and save some of it every month? So this video was from yesterday, so do definitely look at the group if you want to see that. It'll be up for the next few days. And this one as well, this will be up probably to the end of the week, okay? So make sure you check it out. So, again, before, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. I did actually have a comment earlier on today. I shared an article about my minimalistic lifestyle, and I had a comment asking me, how exactly do I save? How do I divide my savings? So if I get a chance at the end, if there's time, I definitely answer that question. I think it was Joe who asked me that question, so I'll definitely try and answer that for you, Joe. Okay, so first of all, 10. We're looking at the 10 ways to save even more as an expat teacher. First of all, your phone bill. Think about the kind of contract that you have. Are you on contract? Are you on prepay? I would definitely go into phone providers and ask them questions and suss out the best package for you. You don't necessarily always have to go contract. It can work out to be more expensive. I know myself because I live in Dubai, and in Dubai there's free Wi-Fi on the metro, there's free Wi-Fi in all the malls, in every cafe, every restaurant. So I actually have a package that I pay, I think 49 dirham a month, and I get unlimited social media. So I have unlimited access to WhatsApp, to Facebook Messenger, Twitter, maybe BlackBerry Messenger, which I don't use. But really for me the most urgent thing is when I'm on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger if I need to be in touch with somebody. So definitely look at that. I'm with Etisalat, but I think do something similar. But absolutely, can you save money from your phone bill from today? Pop into the mall, do ask them for their options, contract and prepay, and see which is best for you. Do you really need all your data? Do you really need to use, all the different texts and calls? I know it's a bit more difficult now that Skype has been blocked in Dubai. It's a bit more, or in UAE, it's a bit more difficult. You might have to get some extra minutes. But you can always top up a bit extra and have it in case you turn it on for maps or for something else. Okay, so that's tip number 10. Again, guys, if you'd like to contribute, let me know. What package are you on? What do you find good? Is there anything you'd recommend? Do share with the group. Number 9, save money on your TV bill. So a lot of us will have a provider, set up the TV and possibly internet together. Do you actually need to have that TV? Are there other ways you can watch TV? You know, for example, things like Netflix. Are there other things that your friends use to watch TV, whether it be from TV from abroad? Do look at the other options rather than just doing what everyone else does. Do check out the different options that people have to watch TV. Also, can you use your laptop? Can you hook it up to your TV and stream from that, or download things from that? Think about how you can possibly save money there, because you may not even watch half the TVs on your package. I know I didn't in Qatar. I didn't watch anything really on my package. So that could be one way you could save a bit of money there. Number 8, save money on your treats. As you know, we all love to go for massages, get our nails done, get our hair done, get different treatments done. Is there any way you can either use the entertainer and share halves with a friend, or can you go onto Groupon? Check Groupon regularly. Groupon have amazing deals all the time. Groupon.ie, whether it be on massages, nails, teeth whitening, eyelash extensions, those body scrubs, I think they're called hammams, so many different things. Lessons, dance lessons, go-karting lessons, bounce, I think, trampolining. Do check out and see, can you save money in that way. There's sometimes really great offers that you could attend a class for 6-7 weeks and pay half the price. So do definitely check that out before you book something. See what's available on Groupon first. I think in Qatar you've got Q Grabs. And in Asia, I'm sure there's Groupon for different countries in Asia, but I'll have to get back to that. If anyone's watching from anywhere outside the GCC, the Gulf region, please let me know what you might use, apart from entertainer and Groupon, to try and save money on treats. Number 7, save money on your bank fees. Now, I'm a huge believer in checking out every single bank. Don't just go with the one that your school uses. Sometimes people say, your salary will go in a bit later. I have found this in my current school. I use a different bank to pretty much everyone else. I think I'm the only person in my school who uses my bank, which is the National Bank of Abu Dhabi. Now it's changed its name to First Abu Dhabi Bank, FAB. And I get my salary the same as everyone else at the exact same time. Absolutely no problem with anything like that. The reason I went with that particular bank was because they had an amazing package. I definitely did my homework. I went to Souk Al Mal, SOUKAMAL, which is a great website where you can compare all the different banks in the UAE and put in what you want, what you need. Whether you don't want to pay for a card. I don't pay for my credit card, and it's a brilliant credit card. I'm able to get air miles, and I get access to all lounges, which I'll talk about later on. All lounges around the world. I can use my air miles with Fly Dubai or Emirates or Etihad. So on the UAE Airlines, and it's free for life. So definitely do your homework on that. Don't just go with everyone else. Ask around. Also ask outside your school, and then pop into the bank and use Souk Al Mal to help you get the bank. I mean, ideally you don't want to spend fees. I never want to pay for a credit card, so that's the kind of one I have. Another way to avoid fees is also pretty obvious. Make sure you pay off your credit card in time every single month. I know by accident once I didn't. I hadn't even spent that much, and they charged me a huge fee, and that was really irritating. It was something I could have definitely avoided, but I just hadn't kept track. So maybe have set up a direct debit that transfers automatically at the end of every month to pay off the whole thing. I think mine paid off 10% or 20%, but because I didn't pay off the whole thing, they charged me a fee. So little things like that. Also query any fee you have. Be aware some bank accounts also want you to have a minimum account balance constantly. If you don't, you get sort of fined. So do suss out any possible way your bank can take money from you, and try not to do it. Okay, so do ask your bank. Pop in one day, read over your information, see what everything's about. But I would highly recommend looking. It's really easy to change your bank. I'm setting up an extra account at the moment, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why tomorrow. I'm setting up a different account in a different bank, and it's really easy to do. I'll tell you why I'm doing that tomorrow. So yeah, definitely. Anyone here, let me know what bank you're on. Do you find them effective? Would you recommend them? Do they have any perks for teachers? Any perks in general? Next one. Okay, so saving money on your new phone and laptop in the GCC. So when it comes, we all like to buy new phones, we all like to buy new electronic items. One thing I would say, if you're in the GCC, and I'm sure this applies to lots of different countries around the world, wherever you're teaching abroad, always wait until the sales. I know in the GCC it tends to be around Eid, they have amazing sales, so if it's not completely urgent, or you can use a second-hand one or use an old phone for a while, I would definitely recommend waiting until they have an amazing sale on, because not only usually will the price be massively reduced, you might often get a free gift. I know with me, when I bought my phone, I got free. One time I got a free speaker. It was worth about €100. Another time I got a free set of headphones. Samsung something else. And this was a speaker. And when I went back to Ireland, I had never opened it. I didn't need it. I then sold it and I made about €80 or something. Another time then, with a laptop, I also got a free set of Beats headphones, which again I didn't need. Brought them back to when I went home, and then I sold them on Dundee, which is our version of, I don't know what it is, Craigslist, or you're able to buy things that haven't been used. I made money that way as well. So definitely wait until then to buy your electronic products. Just going to quickly just go back out here. Excellent. Okay, super. Now, so that's 6 ways. I'm going to go into now the top 5. And number 1 actually is one I hope you'll find interesting. It's really for Irish teachers especially. It's really, really, really relevant. So let me just go here. Again, those who are tuning in, please do let me know where you are tuning in from. Okay, it'd be great to know where you are. Say hi, feel free. Okay. Sorry, it's really annoying. I just realised, let me see if I can change this, that the text is quite annoying. Let me see if I can move this up like this. Sorry, so then it doesn't block the text on the slide. Let me see if this works. Is that a bit better? Hopefully that makes a difference for you. Okay. Yes, now this one is something I found recently, and I haven't actually tried it because I haven't bought anything from Apple in the last few years, because I have my MacBook, but I bought that when I was a student in London, when I was doing my master's in London like 2-3 years ago. How to save money on your Apple products. Actually, this could apply not just to Apple, but to lots of other, any place that gives a student discount. So when I bought my Mac, I was a student, I was doing my master's, and I got a pretty decent discount, 10-15%, and I got the free Beats headphones as well. So one thing you can do, there is a way for you to get a student discount, and it's, as far as I know, completely legal. From what I've seen, it's completely legal. Legal, L-E-G-A-L. So it's not illegal. And one way is this website here. So I'm going to put my full screen and bring you to this website. And what this website is about, here, it's called Cashaxe. Be clever with your cash. How to get a National Union of Students, NUS card discount, even when you're not a student. And basically, if you read this, I put the link in. What it tells you, this one doesn't work, but if you go to eCareers or some kind of distance learning provider, sort of could be like Groupon as well, and you find an online course. So from Voucher, from Groupon, from eCareers, if you go here and find some kind of cut price online course, and if you purchase it, then technically you're a student. Okay, so for example, this would say Go Groupie. This is from a while back though. It's easy if you're from New Skills Academy or eCareers. Technically you're a student, and you're able to apply for a student card, because if you paid full price it would be quite expensive, but you're getting a discount. So you apply for an NUS card because you are a student on this course, but you need to buy a course. That's £12 for 1 year course, for 1 year, and then £1.50 for delivery. Okay, so it's completely legitimate and everything else. Okay, so it's huge amount. So you can get student discount on a lot of things, and not everyone accepts this, since they require a student ID or they require your proper university, but a lot of places do. So Co-op, Superdrug, Office, again, might be more based for the UK, but sometimes if you're buying Apple, if you're back home, I think it's more UK based, to be honest. But again, the Apple as well, 10% off. And then if you buy in August, which is what I did a few years ago, or September, you usually get some free Beats headphones thrown in. Okay. Also, it works with Amazon Prime Student as well, STA student flights, and then again, but definitely check that one out and sign up to that man's newsletter. Actually, I've used it a few times, but it seems great. Okay. He's got a newsletter if you want more tips. All right. So that's one way. Let me go back here. Hope that makes sense to everybody. Okay. The next one, I haven't actually tried that one myself. I haven't, but perhaps if I was buying Apple products in the future, I might do. Now, as a teacher, now this is part will be sort of specific to teachers in the GCC. However, this could be teachers anywhere. I'm sure you have something similar in your home country. As a teacher, you might be entitled to discounts. So always have your teacher ID with you. And always, like that, whatever you have in your lanyard, have it with you. Always ask, do you offer teacher discounts? Because you might be very lucky. And also, there's a brilliant group, so run by Robbie, called Teacher Socials. And it is a great group. It has lots of events going on. It has so much to do for teachers to help them socialise, meet new people, make friends. And they have a card that you can pick up, and you're entitled to so much percentage off food and drinks, I think, at different places. But definitely go to their Facebook group and join it, their Facebook page, and find out everything that you're entitled to. But it's a great way to save money in that sense and also meet new people. Next one, save money on your flights, accommodation and taxis. This one's a little bit long, so I'll try my best to go quickly through it. Again, if you have any tips, stick them in the comment section. It's so great to hear from other people about what they do to save money. So first of all, if you are flying anywhere, I would definitely go to Google Flights. It's something I've started to use recently, and it gives you it's similar to Skyscanner, but at the same time it can also give you mix and match. So if you've got, go fly one way with this airline, fly back or return on a different airline. So it gives you lots of options. It also tells you the price. It'd be cheaper if you fly a day later. It'd be this much cheaper if you fly this much later. It does the calculations for you, so that's quite handy. Skyscanner as well is brilliant as well, a brilliant resource. You can go, fly to anywhere and see where's the cheapest place for you from your departure airport. There's a new thing I have heard of called Air Ticket Arena. Now, the app for Android has been launched, and in March they're launching the iPhone, or the iPhone app, or the Apple app. It is basically, you can bid on tickets that people want to get rid of. Now, I have no experience, so I just went on the website very quickly today. It's still setting up and looks very interesting. I think there's an article on it on the Telegraph or on the Metro, so that's where you find out about it from. Might be something that you're interested in. I have no personal experience, but I just let you know what I've heard about. Also, loyalty cards and air miles. As you will have seen yesterday, I made a plea. I'm a few 1,000 miles short, I think, from qualifying for a one-way ticket over the Easter break from Dublin to Dubai. Yes, and I did ask people to be kind enough to send me their emails so I can sign them up from me. It'll be sent a link, and if they sign up for the air miles, then I will get air miles as well. So that it's free for everyone, but just if I refer them, then I get some air miles, which would be really great. Definitely sign up for every loyalty card you can. It's completely free. You may use them again in the future. And a tip I'm going to give you later on, you might think, well, I'll never fly with them enough to make any decent, make a decent flight. I will never have enough air miles. You can use your air miles in different ways, not just for the flight. So that's what I'm going to talk about later on. Trivago, again, seems great. It seems to compare all the different places, all the different websites if you're looking for accommodation. Booking, I definitely recommend becoming a member of Booking. It's free, but if you log in every time, after a while, when they see you've used their service a lot, you'll get 10 to 15% off, 10 to 15% discounts off accommodation. You might also be alerted first to deals before everyone else gets it. So it's really, I use it and it's absolutely brilliant. I would really highly recommend. It's free. Why not? Then taxis. Do check out if your country uses Uber. I know in Thailand it's really popular and it's a lot cheaper than the little, the rickshaws, the little cars. I can't think of the word. But do see if your country is Uber. It can be often cheaper, at least you know where you're going. And also one thing I would say, and it's a tip my friend Shanina always does, because she's an amazing holiday planner, and she does all our itineraries when we go travelling. She's just amazing. She always checks the price of the taxi from the airport to where we're going, so you don't get ripped off. And it's such a clever thing to do, because sometimes when certain, I shouldn't say in every country it happens when tourists arrive, if there's not a proper regulated taxi system, you can be quoted like 4 times the price that it should be, and you can definitely lose out a lot of money that way. So one way is by going to the Lonely Planet. They usually give you a rough price, and also Rome to Rio, which is a really cool website. You can check out different travel options and the average cost of taxis. Again, maybe double check on TripAdvisor just to be sure, but it's such a good trick, okay, because you can save yourself so much money by making sure you're not being scammed at taxi ranks. Next one, save money at the airport. I know sometimes if we get there very early, I know I'm a stickler for getting to the airport like 3 hours ahead of time, because I hate panicking, I hate rushing. I like chilling out at the airport. And one reason why I really like chilling out is because with my credit card, I have free access to every airport lounge pretty much in the world. So, not every airport lounge, but at least one lounge in most airports around the world. I shouldn't say it's not every. I don't have access to like business class or anything like that. But do you know what I mean? Like just the normal lounge. And it's just brilliant. You can eat, drink, read, charge your things, charge your phone, watch TV, use their Wi-Fi, which is usually stronger. It saves me a fortune because you don't have to spend a fortune on food. I think it's brilliant. It's so great, because food is always overpriced and drinks are always overpriced at the airport. And some airports you don't have free Wi-Fi until you go into the lounge. So that's definitely what I'd recommend is have your card, look at your credit card and see, does it have access to lounges? And then also air miles. So like I said before, sometimes you mightn't bother setting up a loyalty card with a certain airline, because you might think, gosh, I might fly the odd time with them, but never enough to get a free flight back. However, in a lot of duty frees, you can use the air miles to buy things. So I know when I was in Qatar, I had Qatar Airways air miles, and I never flew with them enough to ever qualify for a flight, but I was able to use them to buy things duty free, buy makeup at duty free, and different things and perfumes. So definitely check into that. Always go to duty free and ask them, do they accept certain airlines air miles loyalty cards, and see, can you spend your air miles that way. Last one. Thanks guys for bearing with me. Hope you've learned something. Last one. This applies particularly to Irish teachers who are abroad, but it may work for you. So do check with your home bank. The last time I was home, I was at my bank, and which is AIB, and the lady who was serving me at the bank told me that if I go online and I change my address, because I'm a non-resident, because I'm out of the country, if I change my address to wherever I'm living, obviously Dubai, that the government cannot take stamp duty from your credit card, because in Ireland to have a debit and credit card you pay a stamp duty every year, and usually it's about 50 or 60 euros a year. But if you change your address to show that you're not residing in Ireland currently, you are exempt from paying this. Now, this is what she told me, I would definitely recommend that you contact your bank and check with them first. Also perhaps check with your tax advisor or your accountant, just to see, if you haven't already declared yourself non-resident, just be really careful. But that is one way to save some money as well. And I don't know if it works in the UK, but for other people who are abroad, maybe just double check with your bank when you're home next, or send them an email and see if you can do something similar. Okay guys, that was my 10 tips to save more money. Hope it was helpful. Hope it made sense. If you're on the page, please tag any friends who might find this helpful. Please feel free to share on your own Facebook page. It'd be really interesting to hear what you have to say, and I hope it all makes sense. Please share any tips you have that you found helpful to you, because we can all learn from each other. Okay? Alright then guys, have a lovely evening, and I shall talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day, and tomorrow is the last day of the On Your Way to 30k challenge part 2, and we'll be looking at the best ways to send your money home, okay, to make sure you get the best currency rate to minimise fees, or if it's the quickest way you want. We'll look at all different ways that you can send money home. Okay, have a lovely evening. All right then, talk to you soon. Bye.